My name's Makoto Naegi.
Sayaka Maizono.
Leon Kuwata.
Chihiro Fujizaki.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
Kyoko Kirigiri.
Celestia Ludenberg.
I am Monokuma!
Byakuya Togami.
Toko Fukawa.
Mondo Owada.
Hifumi Yamada.
Aoi Asahina.
Sakura Ogami.
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Junko Enoshima.
Now then, let's get things rolling!
It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Oh, I almost forgot! Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses! It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here.
Sorry.
So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that?
My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room?
Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death.
Makoto. Hey, cheer up! Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
But if we work together against a mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple.
Oh, what do you mean?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk. Then, what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No,
Know what?
I don't want to live. If it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Anyone else? What do you mean?
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist.
Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind!
Ahem! This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite!
What was that about just now?
Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
That piece of shit! Who does he think he is?
And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then, he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours. Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry! Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours.
That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with.
It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Of course not! You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then.
I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
A whole new world?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he showed up. But... a new world?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
That seems unlikely.
Well, we don't know till we look.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found.
You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that.
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving!
Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here.
Oh, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, pool, pool!
You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Behind this door is the locker room?
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Really?
Ah!
If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line.
But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in?
Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all...
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No. I think it'd be a little worse than that.
But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room. Would it not?
What? That never even occurred to me! To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish! Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule! As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's 'cause my brain is 100% cotton.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using their handbook.
But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
It's 'cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch.
Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms, by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened.
It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside?
But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside.
Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history, for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean?
The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old.
So, you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago?
Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance.
But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
That must have all been a part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down.
That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true.
But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details.
So, in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now.
The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.